Hello guys, so today on this video we are going to be talking about Insomniacs Spider-Man 2. So I know obviously Spider-Man 2 Insomniacs version came out quite a while ago, but what I thought I'd do is I'd do a video because I got the special edition with the statue and the steelbook. So this one's the steelbook. It actually doesn't come with a disc, so it just comes with a digital download. But I just wanted to have a quick little talk about the game itself, the statue that came with it, because I was actually very happy with the statue that I got. So let's get started. So first of all, the steelbook. I mean, it's pretty much pointless because it doesn't come with a disc, but it's still pretty cool. So as you can see, that is the Insomniacs Spider-Man 2 steelbook that came with it. Really cool art. The actual characters, so Spider-Man and Miles Morales and Venom, they're kind of a little bit of a matte, and then the surroundings is kind of like a gloss kind of. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's pretty cool. But again, it's kind of a little bit pointless because it doesn't even come with a disc. It comes with the digital download and things like that, so it's already been done, so I've played it. So but yeah, but very cool. Inside the steelbook, you've just got the Spider-Man symbol. So no, pretty cool, but I mean, it is what it is. But I've got the OG. So I've got Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2. I mean, I played Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1 and things like that when you had the game, you had it narrated by Stan Lee, who, I mean, Stan Lee. But love him, absolutely love him. I mean, I've actually got a tattoo for Stan Lee, if I can remember which side. There you go. So it's Stan Lee's signature, the first ever Spider-Man symbol, and then Excelsior, which in Latin means ever upward. So pretty cool. But so yeah, so I've actually got a PlayStation 2. I've got a few different old consoles. But yeah, Spider-Man on the PS2. I loved the older games, but this one was, I can remember when my best friend finishing school on a Friday, going home, or going to my best friend's house. I used to spend pretty much every weekend at my best friend's house. So yeah, so we used to spend a lot of time at his, and I remember when Spider-Man first came out, when Blockbusters was still around, me and Adam, his mum, took us to Blockbusters to get Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2, this exact game. And she got us a KFC as well, which was pretty cool. So I remember playing a lot of this with Adam back in the day, and it just kind of stole me heart. Both of us, I mean, we still both talk about the game, and it is just an OG game. We absolutely loved it, from delivering pizzas as Spider-Man to just following the kind of the story. It was incredible. We loved it, absolutely loved it, and the web swinging there was nothing like it at that point, years and years and years ago. And even now, Insomniac have only just brought back that kind of feel that you got with it from swinging, feeling like you actually had that swinging, the motion and the velocity that you get with the swinging, and kind of releasing it right at the top of the swing to kind of get as much air as you possibly can to get some more velocity as you were coming down to kind of swing again, and just getting that speed around the city. That's where it came from. That was the original. So I just wanted to show that. But so Spider-Man 2, so Insomniac, the first Spider-Man, when that came out, I was excited for another Spider-Man game. I always am when Spider-Man game comes out. Usually less so when it's attached to a film, so kind of like a film thing, because we all know movie game tie-ins, they're never really that good. But this came out, the trailer for the first Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man, and it looked very promising. They were going in their own little way. They had their own vision, and I was very excited about that. And when the first game come out, I bought it straight away. absolutely loved it. Really, really loved it. I mean, really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the Miles Morales was in it. And obviously the DLC came out, the Miles Morales DLC. Played that, really enjoyed it. I love with Miles Morales and Peter Parker the different powers that they have. So with Miles Morales, obviously going invisible, the electrical powers that he has, absolutely love that. Obviously Peter Parker's the OG, so just his powers, I love them. But being able to kind of jump between them was a great thing. Obviously with the first game, Peter Parker, and then the DLC with Miles Morales. But then they brought out Spider-Man 2. So that just kind of took it up a notch. So being able to kind of switch between them, almost like GTA 5 where you could switch between the characters, absolutely adored that, like really loved it. And then what they did was they added the extra costumes and stuff, like the amount of costumes that you can get in the second game for Miles Morales as well as Peter Parker. Absolutely loved it. All the different ones. I mean, even now, to be honest, I went on not long ago and they had just updated, I think it was the Met Gala, the costumes, the Met Gala costumes for them. I don't think they had put that on that long ago, or to be honest, since I last played it. So I went on to just have a little swing around the city. I pretty much 100% of the game. I love the collectibles and all this, finding all the different things. So I did that. So going back into it, I just kind of swung around and stuff, but tried the new costumes and I absolutely loved it. Thought it was really cool, and I always have from day one playing the game. But just the fact that they've been adding those costumes on as time goes on, I think that's amazing. But anyway, storyline, think it was great. It's the first game went well into the second game, obviously with the Miles Morales DLC in between. Thought that was pretty great. The storyline, it was really good. Really, I felt like it kind of flowed really well from the first game into the second game. I mean, the second game, they bring out, I mean, Venom, of course. It was just absolutely incredible. The fact that you got to play Venom in part of the game. I mean, I know it was only a small part of the game and it kind of wasn't the full city or anything like that. I know some people have kind of broken the wall where they could kind of get out of that kind of area of the map where you play Venom and kind of explore the city and stuff, but obviously that's not what they planned for the game. They only planned for you to play Venom in a certain small area. But I still really enjoyed it, really enjoyed playing Venom. I mean, I love Venom just in general. I mean, I kind of see Venom as a separate thing from Spider-Man, which you kind of see it. Obviously Venom, Spider-Man, they look kind of similar, both symbiotes in a sense, kind of thing. I mean, I know obviously Venom gets his look from Spider-Man, obviously the symbiote attached to Spider-Man and then kind of used his spider symbol and things like that, and then obviously comes out and becomes his own entity, or obviously takes over Brock and becomes Venom, and still has that look. It's obviously a very Spider-Man-y look. Obviously if I mean, I've got Funko Pops, Venomized Funko Pops of different characters, and it almost seems to be every single time a symbiote goes on to anyone, any person, or any superhero or supervillain or whatever you want to say, they always seem to have a Spider-Man looking look to them. Whether it's the costume, their eyes, the symbol, whatever it is, it always seems to be kind of Spider-Man, and it always seems to have started and grew from Spider-Man. Obviously, the symbiote latching onto Spider-Man and becoming that symbol kind of thing, and using that. But I don't mind that. But I do always see Venom as kind of a separate... I mean, obviously, I know he's a separate entity to Spider-Man, but I think a lot of people usually always stick Spider-Man and Venom together as one thing. Obviously good guy, bad guy, but I think Venom, especially, I mean, in the comics, you've seen it in some of the films. I mean, the Venom films with Tom Hardy, you can kind of see it. Obviously the good side. I mean, they couldn't really have had Venom truly bad in the Venom films, because you wouldn't have kind of felt any connection towards Tom Hardy or Venom or anything like that. So they kind of softened them up a little bit in the films, even though he's still biting people's heads off and stuff. So they kind of softened them up a little bit. But even in the comics and stuff, I do still believe that he's got his own moral compass, Venom, as well as whoever Venom's kind of whoever's host is, Brock or or Peter Parker or anything like that. So I always do see him as a completely separate entity, and I like that, and I love Venom. I just the look of him. I mean, I'm about to show you the statue now, but the look of Venom is just so badass. Like, I just love the look of him. So while we're speaking on that, I'll bring out the statue. So here we've got the statue of, obviously, Venom, Miles Morales, and Peter Parker, Spider-Man. And I just, honest to God, I've never seen, I mean, I've got the statue from the collectible of Cyberpunk 2077. That is an awesome statue, and I will do a video on that as well. And Cyberpunk as well. I know Cyberpunk is just, people have beaten that game to death. But I will still do a quick little video on Cyberpunk and just showing the statue and stuff like I'm doing with this video. But this is possibly one of the coolest statues that I've gotten with a video game, like a collector's edition, ever. Like, I mean, this is just gorgeous. I mean, really, I mean, just the way Venom is posed. He's stood up on some of the symbiote like a step. I mean, just the size of him, how he's been sculpted is just incredible. And then you got Peter Parker. Peter Parker actually disconnects. So actually, this is metal, like a metal rod, and it disconnects and it just fits into his shoulder. And I just think that's so awesome. I'm sure they've probably done that for send and delivery and things like that. But I mean, I don't know why, because I mean, maybe that's probably a little bit more fragile than his arm holding Miles. So that's probably why they've done it. But the box was pretty good. It come very, very secure and safe. The polystyrene that it came in, it was very well protected. So but this is the statue. I mean, look at it towards me head, the size of it towards me head. It is incredible. So I'll just give you a little bit of a better look. So there's the base, and then obviously he's, like I said, he's standing up on some symbiote with the bent knee, his tongue out, the teeth showing. There's Miles Morales just about to give him a punch with, I actually give this a good wipe down, but there's still some actual spider webs, which is quite funny. It's so hard with this room. It is so hard to keep the dust off everything. But I give this a wipe down, but there's still some spider webs on them. But I mean, Spider-Man, Venom, I mean, it is what it is. So he's giving him an electric punch, about to be. Peter Parker is webbing onto him. And I just think it's so well put together. I think it was just designed so amazingly. So I'll give you a little look at the Miles and the Peter. I think the positions of them are just absolutely incredible. Give you a little back shot of them. At the very end, I'll do a quick little video, obviously with my mush out the way, and just a cool 4K video of the actual statue. But just giving you a little 360 of the bad guy. I mean, his claws, everything. It is just the spider symbol or Venom symbol on his chest is just, I love the style that they've done. And obviously this is from the game, so just what they've done in game with the how they've designed the characters and things like that. But it just comes out so well in the statue. I mean, it is gorgeous. I love how Venom's grabbing Miles's leg, and that's kind of how he's in the statue, and he's almost like he's flung in, and he's just grabbed him by the leg, and he's just about to give him a punch. Spider-Man's just flying in to help him. He's webbed onto him to bring himself a bit closer to Venom. But honestly, genuinely, I mean, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It might be better in the next video at the end, but you can see the floor. You can see the concrete of the floor, but then all the Venom symbiote is all just overtaking everything on the floor. You can see the little bit of symbiote coming around here. It's coming up. Just that gel-like kind of symbiote. It's just, I love it. Absolutely love it. I know there's kind of, obviously Venom, he kind of infects people. The symbiotes are infecting people in the city. So obviously Peter Parker, when you're playing the game, you're swinging around and you have to save people from the symbiote. So it's not just Venom. There's different symbiotes that are being infected or infecting people. So I really liked that part of the game as well. So there's kind of a mix of everything. I did like that it wasn't just the same enemy every second. It wasn't just boom, 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 enemy, enemy. So it was the symbiote enemies that you had to fight. It was obviously the hunters as well as the militia army. So I just loved that there was just that diverse enemy groups, that it wasn't just, like I said, it wasn't just a militia army and it was just groups of them, boom, boom, boom. No, you would be flying through the city and you would see groups of hunters fighting groups of militia soldiers. There'd be symbiotes causing havoc and you just have to fly down and obviously save the people. But I just loved it. I thought there was so much diversity in the game, and it gave you so many different choices of how you wanted to play the game. And obviously I know the storyline's quite linear, but just swinging around the city, I mean, there's so many different little side missions that you could do, little just random activities that had happened, like I said, symbiotes, things getting robbed, cars being robbed, things like that. There was just a lot. So they built up from that first game onto the second game, and I just really like that. And as well, obviously I'm talking about this, I'm talking about the statue and all that kind of stuff, but obviously Insomniac, if you do know this, Insomniac are the team that are making the new Wolverine game. Now, for me, Wolverine is one of my favourite characters. I actually cosplay as Wolverine. I think he's amazing. I've got his helmet literally right behind the camera that I wear during cosplay. I put a lot of work into Wolverine's cosplay. I mean, I do as much as I can with every cosplay that I do. I want it to look as best as possible, but with Wolverine I really go all out. I do all that, shave all of the Wolverine beard in. I go and get cigars. So I'm from Liverpool, so there's a really posh cigar shop in Liverpool city centre, and you actually go down into like a basement type thing, and I went and got real cigars. They weren't cheap. And I'll smoke them outside of cons, and then I'll put them out and I'll just hold the cigar in my mouth and walk out. I love that. So knowing how well Insomniac did on Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, the thought of them doing a Wolverine game it blows my mind. I cannot wait. I mean, I've seen leaked pictures, leaked videos. I don't know how real they are, how fake they are. I just don't know. But from some of the things that I've seen, if it is that, I think they're on the right track for making. I mean, when I seen them make the first Spider-Man game, I was very impressed. So I trusted them when it came to the second game, and I wasn't disappointed. They did amazingly on the second game, just like they did on the first game. So there's no reason for me not to believe that they're going to make the best Wolverine game they possibly can. The only thing I ask is please show damage and show him healing. So I mean, I've seen things, and I can't imagine them not to do that. But just getting shot with bullets, getting stabbed, getting sliced, everything, and then just watching him in game, watching his body heal like the old Wolverine game, which again I'm going to do another video about that. I've got that game, which is quite hard. It's not hard to get hold of, but it's a little bit pricey for an older game. But I'll do another video on that. But that is an amazing game, and we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, that feel of Wolverine, of his just viciousness, and the fact that he can heal, and he's basically immortal. I mean, I know he can be killed. I understand that, and there's a lot of different discussions you can go into about his life and how he can die and all that kind of stuff. But in most of the sense of the word, he's immortal. I mean, shoot him, stab him. I mean, he's going to keep coming back from mostly anything. But I can't wait to see what they do. I mean, this is we're in September of 2025. So I've heard rumours that they've finished the Insomniac Wolverine trailer, and they're just waiting for, I mean, whether it's a state of play or something like that, where they they release it and show us the trailer of Wolverine. I can't wait. So if that's a month, 2 months, 3 months before that's shown, hopefully we see it by the end of 2025. That would be amazing. But I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to play it. I think it will be incredible. But anyway, back to Spider-Man. But yeah, I love all the Spider-Man games. There's a few, obviously I haven't played them all, and there's a few that I don't think have been very good, especially the movie tie-in games. Not that one though. That one's incredible. But yeah, like the Amazing Spider-Man and things like that. I remember playing it, and I don't think I completed the game. So that just shows how uninterested I was in finishing the game, whether that was because of the story or the mechanics or whatever it was about that, or the mad faces that they made when you failed a quick time event. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm sure not a lot of you know what the hell I'm talking about, but if you do, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, for Spider-Man in general, I think Insomniac know what they're doing. I think I can't wait for Wolverine to come out. I hope they do amazing with that, and like I said, there's nothing that makes me think they won't be able to do an amazing job with that. And I would just, do you know what, if they do an amazing job with Wolverine, they could go with more characters. I would love to be able to see Insomniac do more things. A Punisher game, that would be incredible. An Insomniac open world Punisher game, that would be incredible. I mean, the list goes on and on. You could say about every character, to be honest. I mean, I'm obsessed with Marvel, DC as well, but I'd say more Marvel than DC. But I absolutely love DC, Batman, all that kind of stuff. But that's another conversation altogether. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little video. I know, obviously, like I said, Spider-Man 1 and 2 have been out for a long time now, but like I said, I've got a big collection with statues like this, and obviously things that I got with games, collectible editions, and then just statues that I've bought just in general. Like, I go to America a lot, so I've been to Universal Studios quite a few times. I've bought a lot of statues from them that I'll probably do videos on. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little video about Spider-Man 2 and just show the statue and what the collectible edition was like, what you got with it, the statue wise. And I mean, the steelbook's okay, but yeah. So I just wanted to show you guys, and hopefully Wolverine trailer gets dropped very soon and we can have a little bit more Insomniac in our lives. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.